Alright, check this out. I'm watching what was this? I can't remember the channel now, damn it. Anyway, I'm watching this. I've been saying for a long time that Kimberly T. Rails particles, the part that tickles, are the big breakthrough, and this makes sense to me. I don't even recall where I got this bit of information from, and it was a long time ago. But it was that the big breakthrough with Kimberly T. Rails was when they were able to reproduce nanoparticles of the exact same size. You could make nanoparticles by burning the metals all you want, but they're random sizes. There's no uniformity to them, and they'll probably be in chains or whatever. But the breakthrough for them was when they could make Kimberly T. Rails in all the same size. And my first thought was antenna 101. Everything's an antenna, especially these metal things, right? And when they're all the same size, then they all have the same wavelength and can all reproduce the same vibration at the same time. They can be triggered. So instead of having one thing inducing an energy vibration into, let's say, a vessel that contains those particles, like the kinds of particles that we breathe in all day, every day, and all night, every night, pretty much, for 20 freaking years now. Those things are antennas. And now this is talking about, I'll just play it for a minute here.
Would be operating on these brain chips, also sensing the field, using easier. Let's read into it. A changing cultural understanding of labor protection work results. Advances in brain-computer interfaces may translate into developing brain-to-brain communication technology. See this?
Now, imagine a population of people and everybody has filled to the gills with nanoparticles because they're breathing them for 20 years. It's by people who think that, who cares about those stripes in the sky? No big deal, I feel fine. They're fucking morons. Who is that stupid? Oh yeah, what's the number one thing to your, health and well-being is 1, air, 2, water, 3, your food supply, and environment, right? Number 1 is air. Who thinks, there's nothing we can do about it. Well, way to be, concerned about your children or your grandchildren. So, right? Oh, and really what it is it's not even just about it's not about poisoning. This stuff isn't designed necessarily to kill anybody. It's just to make everyone compliant. Sure, you're going to die sooner than you would normally because of having been exposed to it. But that's before that happens. The body. It was just a little ways back here. It was let's see there. Yeah, an internet of bodies to an internet of brains connected to the internet to facilitate brain-to-brain communication and enable access to online data networks. If every part of your body is filled with antenna that can be made to oscillate at high frequencies, like the high frequencies they need for this 5, 6G, whatever. 6G is supposed to be the body-to-body thing. They're, believe it or not, our brain waves and our nervous system is made in such a way that it can be hacked into electronically, because the frequencies that run in the processors of your computer and the processor are very similar to the ones that run in people's brains. The two can be merged. That's a scary thought. And, who cares about the air you breathe, right? Oh, nothing we can do about it. Well, let's all pretend nothing's happening.
Of brains, like we was just saying yesterday. So this machine would be operating on these brain chips, also sensing the field, using easier. Let's read into it.
Here comes the airplane. They can also using. Wish I had a video keyed up for it, but using 3-dimensional, frequency modulation. They can build structures with sound waves, but they can whatever they can do with sound waves, they could do with other waves too. Probably do with magnetic waves, electromagnetic waves, electricity. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to hear. Play this for a minute while this
Changing cultural
airplane flies
understanding
over.
of labor protection work results, advances in brain-computer interfaces may translate into developing brain-to-brain communication technology. See, this is what they want. They want us on a hive computer. They want us disconnected from our
This guy.
spiritual sense. And they want us to just merge in with this so-called supercomputer, which apparently may be running sorts of patterns and codes in the realm that we live in. I know that might be hard for some of you to believe.
Yeah, I've heard they're running simulations of everybody with all the information that's been gathered about them. So they got a lot of it on me from all my videos. So great. They probably got a perfect little. They probably can predict the future with their models. I think that's what the goal is, right? They run these super detailed computer models of all the people in the world and their interactions and try and predict what the future is going to be, like a Minority Report.
But
or some shit.
if you were God and you created something, you would need to automate it. I always say this, like you are the all-seeing person, right? But at some level, it must be automated because how can you actually control every aspect of everything going on at the same time? For the chosen ones, they could receive human performance enhancement. They call it the chosen ones, which would give them the ability to never tire. So you would never get tired. And it says you would think smarter, you would move faster, you would jump higher, farther, hear better, hit harder, live longer. All of these promises. And they're talking about this fourth industrial revolution, digital identity.
I have a theory. Pretty sure it's correct, but this is a theory that as creatures, we're in like how do you say, like we're a slave race basically, and the prior slave race was a little too good, and they had to be taken out and replaced with the next slave race that's been dumbed down and debilitated even more to shorter lifetimes, and we're all just poisoned. We're all given parasites of some kind, or a fungal parasite. It could be either. It seems to be backed by toxins, though. You add toxins to the mix, and it encourages the parasite or the parasitic growth. But basically, it's just this limiter on the human race. We're supposed to live much longer than we do. We're supposed to be healthy that entire time, too. And we don't, because our authorities in power intentionally, through the medical system and their control of governments, are ensured to infect each and every one of us born with this stuff. Probably not their people. They probably have to fake their own deaths so that the public won't think that they live so damn long, so they won't figure it out that, these guys live like 1,000 years. Meanwhile, they're using evacuating the scene with us, with the making sure we evacuate the scene nice and early before we figure anything out.
All these promises, but you're literally selling your own soul in existence to a different being. That's what's happening here. So they don't need access to your brain in order to control you. They give you steps in order for you to start getting yourself under their control, because there's no way they can force you to do it. You have to actually be willing.
Yeah. Conditioning everybody into thinking, this is some normal shit here. Well, anyway, that's all I got for now. I don't want to make this too long. So let's just hit stop. Some kooky shit going down. And, if you think your ears are ringing because of tinnitus, because of mineral imbalance from not getting enough vitamins because of whatever, blah, 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 how about Kimberly T rails and her nanoparticulate antennas and the resonance frequency, the carrier wave to those antennas being provided by 5, 6Gs and Wi-Fi's. That seems a little more likely, since how I know those things exist and they're being implemented around me, and I'm experiencing those types of issues, among others. I don't know. I'll keep trying to make videos as long as I'm alive. So, all right, carry on. Thanks for watching.